Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Om Vasudevendra Yogindram Natva Jnanapradam Gurum Mumukshunam Hitarthaya Tattvabodho Bhidhiyate. Brahmashraya Sattvarajas-tamo gunatmika Maya asti. Maya is the infinite potential or possibility or ability or Shakti, power, which cannot live alone by itself independently, needs a substratum or a support, and that substratum or support can only be the reality, that one infinite reality which is called Brahman, otherwise called as Atman. That Brahman is the substratum on which Maya is supported, and this Maya is infinite potential, and with reference to that potential, that Brahman is called Ishvara. Without its reference is called Brahman. Okay, so far clear? Okay. Now, who is this Maya? What is this Maya? Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Gunatmika. These three gunas, Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna. What is Sattva Guna? Sattva Guna, see, these three gunas are, sometimes it is translated as moods, sometimes it is translated as our tendencies. So these Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, these three gunas, Sattva Guna means when there is more alertness, there is that spark in the eyes, alert, peaceful, calm, can absorb knowledge. That is Sattva Guna. Sattva Guna cannot be seen, but when the senses, the mind and all are alert, they are ready to gain and they are able to grasp things around. That is when that state, that is the effect of Sattva Guna. So Sattva Guna by itself cannot be seen. It is an unmanifest condition. But when it expresses as knowledge and the awareness for which is required for knowledge, that is the effect through which the Sattva Guna is inferred. Sattva Guna is there. Sometimes you wake up in the morning, mind is fresh. That time there is so much of clarity of thought and mind is peaceful and cheerful. That is Sattva Guna. Then Rajoguna. Rajoguna is characterized by activity, kriya, do lot of. So you can't peacefully sit in one place. You can't contemplate. You can't read. You have to do something. Swamiji, can we do Narayan Seva? I have to do. I can't sit. Don't ask me to sit and read. I want to take this cupboard and put it there. Can we bring this hall to that old building only? So we are close by. We will do Narayan Seva. Like Hanumanji will take this mountain, put it that side. Kriya, something or the other I want to do. That activity, that is Rajoguna. Sometimes you are forced to sit. Yeah, but Rajoguna is there inside. So it will express. All this is all Rajoguna only. Why can't you sit peacefully? No, Rajoguna is coming. So something has to be there. Some movement will be there. You have to express Rajoguna. Activity. Then see, none of this is bad. All this is required. What is Tamoguna? Neither awareness and knowledge, nor activity. Then Nidra Samadhi Sthiti. Sleep or laziness, procrastination. We'll do. Let us do the work we have to do. What is the time now? I'll do. I didn't say I'm not going to. I will. Just give me 5 minutes. You start and come on. Laziness. One little girl was there, very lazy. She said, it's too much of work. Little girl, too much of work. What too much of work? Every day I have to get up, brush my teeth, take a bath and comb my hair, get ready and go to school and come back. And so much of work is there. I want something that can make everything happen automatic. Even I don't like to watch TV. Oh, why? Because who will go there and turn it on and turn it on? I have too much of work. Sometimes I don't even turn on the fan. It is hot, but still. Why? Who will go and turn on the switch and all? So if somebody passes by, I said, so suddenly she came across a genie. Can you give me something which can make everything happen by itself? Give me that boon. Genie said, okay. He gave a remote. Here, you press this button, this will happen. This button, this will happen. Everything at your disposal. Now are you happy? Why? Who will press the button? Give someone to press that button also. So lazy. This is Tamoguna. Nidra, alas, pramad. That is dullness, ignorance. See, in life, we need to gain knowledge, Sattva is required. We need to act, Rajoguna is required. And we need rest. Tamogun is also required. But all these three, if they go in wrong places and times, they will not be beneficial for us. So these three gunas, now what is Maya? Trigunatmika. Means what? Equation is Sattvagun plus Rajogun plus Tamogun is equal to Maya. It is not that Maya has Sattvagun, has Tamogun, has Rajogun. No. Maya is the three gunas. Sattvagun plus Rajogun plus Tamogun is equal to Maya. That is what is meant by Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunatmika Maya Asti. So this Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunatmika Maya is supported by the substratum Brahman. Infinite Brahman, infinite potential. This is what in Puranas is depicted as Shiva and Shakti. Now in front of Swami Tapovan Maharaj there is one small bust kept, Ardhanarishwara. That is the concept. Shiva, Shakti. Every devata has a consort. That is Vishnu, Lakshmi, Brahma, Saraswati. So all this, and if you see this, Brahmaji is a creator. Now, what is this creator? You should know by now. Brahman, with reference to the ability to create, is called Brahmaji, the creator. Now, for creation, what is required? Knowledge. So, what is his Shakti? Saraswati, goddess of knowledge. Same way, Vishnu, same Brahman, with reference to the ability to sustain and manage and support, is called Vishnu. What is required for sustenance and management? Money is required. Maintenance. Too much of expense. What maintenance? Making a house is one-time affair. Maintaining it is a lifetime job. That is why somebody said, marriages are made in heaven. Maintenance is your responsibility. You have to maintain. So, house also you have to maintain wherever you look. Puja Guruji defines house very beautifully. What is a house? That any direction you look, you see work. That is called house. You see here, oh, that is leaking. Here, oh, that is dirty. Oh, there is a hole. There is a crack. Something or the other you will find it. That is called a house. Maintenance is difficult. You need wealth. External wealth also, internal wealth also, patience also you need in order to maintain. Very difficult job, maintenance. So Vishnu's Shakti is Lakshmi. But what kind of Lakshmi? Lakshmi not sitting on his head. She is at his feet. Means he is able to use that Shakti, that power for the sustenance and the maintenance of the world. And Shivji, Brahman, with reference to the power of destruction, is called Shiva. And this Shiva, for destruction, what do you need? Energy, courage, valor. See, that which you yourself have created, to destroy that needs a lot of vairagya also. And a lot of valor also, courage, that kind of courage. So, who is the Shakti? Here she is there in the form of Trishul. Consorts. That's the Shakti. So this, in Puranas, it is personified and presented. It is easier to understand. The concept behind this is the philosophy that is explained. So there is complete sync in all these different presentations. But why so many different types of presentations required? Because all our intellects are at different levels. So whatever appeals. There was a question about bhakti. Now, if bhakti appeals, if I am an emotionally dominant person, for me that personification will be greatly beneficial. This philosophy may not appeal to me. But if I am a very thought-oriented person, for me this will really inspire me and make me walk this path. Ultimately what is required? I should be inspired to walk this path and reach this goal. That's it. So our rishis work very hard to give us all sorts of things, that wherever you go, jnana yog, bhakti yog, karma yog, choose whatever you want to reach the goal. That's it. Now what happened? This infinite potential is already there in Brahman. So creation can happen. Now once this concept is understood, then we can sail through this entire topic. What is it? Tataha akashah sambhutah akashad vayuh vayostejah Tejasa apaha adhyah prithvi. So tataha, from there. Now who is there? Who is there? Maya is there. Can we say Maya is there independently? Who is? Only Brahman is there. That Shakti is already included in that. You refer to it, you call it Ishvara. No reference is Brahman. But only one is there. Ekam Brahma. Remember, there is no Brahman and Maya are there. No. Because independent existence of Maya is not possible. When we say Brahman, Maya is included. But reference point, if I have reference point, then I call him Ishvara. Okay? Clear? It's just terminologies, nothing else. When I say Ishvara, I am taking the reference of the Maya also. Without the reference, I say Brahman. In some places in scriptures, Brahman is the cause of this universe. How can Brahman be the cause of the universe? He is Satchidananda, he is changeless. How can he be cause of universe? We have to understand Maya included. Somewhere it would be said Ishvara is the cause of universe. That is easy to understand. Okay. Somewhere it will be said Maya is the cause of universe. We should understand it is not Maya independent, because independent Maya doesn't exist. If we say Maya is the cause of the universe, means Maya which is supported by Brahman. So we have to understand this clarity has to be there. So there is only one, there is no two. From that one only all this has emerged. What? Akasha, space. From space, winds, air, Vayu. From Vayu, Teja, Agni, fire. From fire, water, Apaha. Adhyah Prithvi. From waters, earth. This is seen even in our own individual life. This entire creation happens. Yeah. Individual. We can create all this element. Yes, we do. We can't create the first one. But see, there's space. Okay? Little bit of space is there. Then in that space, movement is possible. I move. So when I move, what is it? Vayu. That which moves in space is Vayu. Vayu. Okay? Because of that, what happens in the body? Heat is generated. Teja. When heat is generated, what happens? Water. Water comes. And if that water remains, then you rub and remove, you will find Prithvi. In our individual life, we see this creation. Same sequence. From the subtlest to the grossest. The 5 elements created. That is why the microcosm, individual, and the macrocosm, total, there is no difference. So this creation, the cause before this, what was there? Before Akasha came, what was there? Brahman. One alone, no second. Now, one more concept here before we proceed. Okay? This concept, if it is clear, then it is all simple. One concept. Right. Now, when you see the creation of a pot, what is the material cause of the pot? Mud or clay? Material cause is mud. Okay. Can mud by itself become a pot? It needs someone else to make. A potter is required. Right? So there is a potter who is conscious and he makes that pot with mud. So there are two causes here. One is a material cause and the other is an efficient cause. One which brings about this creation. So material cause in Sanskrit is called as Upadana Karan. What is it? What is it? Upadana Karanam. And the efficient cause, the conscious potter, is called Nimitta Karanam. Okay? So for a pot, Upadana Karanam is mud. And Nimitta Karanam is the potter. Okay? Clear? So there is one material cause, Upadana Karan, and there is a different Nimitta Karan or efficient cause. So the efficient cause makes use of the material cause and creates the product. Okay? Okay, clear? Efficient cause has to be conscious. It has to be Chaitanya. It cannot be inert. Because inert cannot be an efficient cause. Right? Now, how did these 5 elements come from? What is the material cause of these 5 elements? See, 5 elements is the material cause of the Sthula and Sukshma Sharir, we have seen. But now, the creation of the 5 elements is talked about. What is the material cause of the 5 elements? Material cause of the pot is mud. That material cause preceded the pot. What is material cause? It was already there. Then with it the pot was made. So material cause and efficient cause also was already there before, right? So before the pot was produced, the material cause and efficient cause both are there. Only then they can produce the pot, right? What is the material cause of the 5 elements? What is preceding it? Only Brahman. One alone, there is no second. Okay. What is the efficient cause? Efficient cause. Is there anything else? There are no 2, only one, no? There is no 2. See, if there are 2, then I can say this one of them is material cause, one of them is efficient cause. But there is only one. See, Maya is included. You can't differentiate. So Brahman is the material cause, Brahman is the efficient cause. So Nimitta Karana and Upadana Karana, both are one and the same. This is called Abhinna. Abhinna means no difference. Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karana. Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karana. So it is the efficient and material causes are one and the same. If we understand this, what can be said about such a creation for which the Karana or the cause is Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karana? What can we say of such a creation? Nimitta Karana, Upadana Karana are same. What can we say about such a creation? Okay, let's think about it differently. Can we think of any example where we find some creation from Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karana? Any example? Wig. Who makes the wig? So somebody is making it, na? Or hair is in itself. Some dance and the dancer. Okay, dance and the dancer. Good. Dream. Good. Baby. But his mother is separate, na? Mother is separate from the baby. Natural baby comes out. Otherwise, mother only will have to come out from the mother. There is Veda there. Difference is there. And mother also alone doesn't make the baby. Father also is required. So there is difference here. But yes, dance and the dancer or a dream. These are common examples. See, now if we look at the dream, what is the material cause of the dream? Mind. And what is the efficient cause? Who is making that? Mind only. Right? So mind is the efficient and material cause of dream. Similarly, dance. There is one dancer. Full stage is there. And as she dances, she will make, there will be one pot from the ceiling. There will be a door. And then there will be this house. And then from outside, there will be small children jumping in through the window. Whole scene is created. And then finally that little Krishna comes in. And then they all are looking for the pot and they say, "Ah, it's there." It's all happening with the dance. And you see, they are all making a pyramid. How many people are there on stage? One. But the pyramid is made about 15 children. And you can see it. You can actually see baby Krishna climbing up and catching hold of the pot and taking the butter and giving it to all his friends and eating, smearing all over the face and breaking that pot and calling all the monkeys, and the monkeys are coming happily and he's feeding. And then that gopi auntie comes there. And she has a stick in her hand. She comes, "Oh Krishna, you are the culprit. I'm going to catch hold of." She catches all these. Can't we see all these things? We can see or no? What is the material cause of this entire scene? The dancer. And what is the efficient cause of this entire scene? Dancer. Now these two examples, which both of them are familiar to us. Now what can you say about such a creation where the cause is abhinna nimitta upadana karana? Is there any creation separate from the creator? The creator only has become the creation, which means if the creator has himself become the creation, what is there on the stage? What is there? Ekameva dvitiyam hi brahma. Is there any creation? Think. We are able to see the entire Krishna Leela, the Makhanchori Leela on the stage. Material and efficient cause is one and the same. Though we are able to see and visualize the entire creation, and this creation is not different from the Creator, which means there is only the Creator. There is no creation. This is the main principle of creation in Vedanta, Advaita. Never at any point has there been two. Only one alone. Even when you see this creation, actually, only one. When you are dreaming, in the dream you are seeing so many different things, and you are seeing all these things are different from me. But even during that dream, when you are perceiving everything to be different from yourself, even then there was only one. Before you entered the dream, there was only one. After you wake up from the dream, there is only one. In between, there was appearance of many. At that time also, there was only one. That one only appeared like many. When the king enters the mirrored hall, he knows he is the only one. He is pervading everything. As many pieces of mirrors, so many reflections. But actually, he is only one. He may see thousands of himself, but not a moment does he doubt if there is anyone other than himself. That is the vision of a jnani. The same thing the dog also sees. But because of lack of knowledge, the dog thinks all these reflections are different from me and different from each other. And giving it reality suffers. This is a difference between a jnani, a person of knowledge, and an ignorant jiva. This is the difference between Ishvara and jiva. Ishvara associated with totality. So for him, he knows that this is my Maya Shakti which has manifested itself. I have only become all this. So Ishvara knows. Whereas a jiva, like the dog in the mirror hall, sees the same creation and thinks, oh, this is different from me. I am only this much. And this is different, this is different, this is different, that is different, that is different. And suffer. Abhinna nimitta upadana karana. 5 elements have been created. The karanam or the cause pervades the effect. Okay? Cause pervades the effect. Any doubt? Simple principle. If Maya is sattva, rajas, tamo gunatmika, then the 5 elements also will have sattva, sattvic aspect, rajasic aspect, tamasic aspect. Right? Pervasive. If Maya is there, which has the 3 gunas, which is the 3 gunas, then those 3 aspects will be there even in the creation, which is the effect, because the cause pervades the effect. Clear? Simple? So then, what happens to the sattvic aspect of the 5 elements? What came out from the rajasic aspect of the 5 elements? What was produced from the tamasic aspect of the 5 elements? This is the story of creation. Right? Okay. Sattva guna is the characteristic of sattva guna is knowledge, awareness. Right? That is the effect from which we infer sattva guna. Same way, rajoguna, the characteristic is activity, and tamoguna, the characteristic is dullness, inaction. Okay? So that is what the manufacturing also, creation also is similar. So you guess, now that you know a little bit, you guess what will come out from the sattvic aspect of the five elements. Don't look into the book, you guess. What would come out from the sattvic aspect? What would come out from the rajasic aspect? You have already studied. It has already come. This is only a repetition. What would come? If sattvic aspect is the characteristic is knowledge, then the organs of perception, mind, intellect, all this has to come from the sattvic aspect. That is why apanchikrita pancha mahabhuteh kritam. Right? Then from the rajasic aspect, what will come? Rajasic aspect. Something related to activity. What is activity? Karmendriya and Karmendriya is voluntary action. And there is some involuntary also going on. Prana. Jnanendriya is perception, that is already come from Sattva. Prana. Prana is activity, right? Energy. Discussed about prana also. So prana and karmendriyas would come from rajasic aspect. Tamasic aspect, what will it come? What will come? अरे थोड़ा जोर से बोलो. Ignorance will come out of tamasic aspect. Ignorance से ही तो आया है. Causal, deep sleep. Think. What is being created now? See, Jnanendriyas, Mana, Buddhi, etc. is created from sattvic aspect. Karmendriyas and pranas are created from rajasic aspect. This is all apanchikrita panchamaha. Then, the tamasic aspect undergoes grossification, panchikaranam. And then with panchikrita panchamahabhuta, sthula sharira. Why? Because it is inert. Tamas. Leave it to itself. It will just be there as it is. This is the tamasic aspect that has become the tamasic aspect goes through grossification and the gross body is made of that. Understood? Completed chapter. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.